Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and I wish you a happy playthrough of what I'm going to play. And I'm going to play the game of Revolution on the Siege by HDO, Matrix Games, Separate, and Slytherin Studios, if I remember correct. But let us sink into this enjoyment of strategy gaming. There we go, sorry about that had a little mix-up with the sound effects. Let's see. You, and put over its main army headquarters, and then combine all these different divisions into one army, and then I'm going to put them together, basically, for better or worse. And now I'm at the recruiting phase of my gameplay here, and I'm going to conscript the hell. Actually, I'm not going to conscript those. I'm going to conscript light infantry, even though they don't have the same experience level. They can still kick ass. And then some more conscript infantry. I'm even going to conscript some over here in Novocheska because I have a trainer at that place, and he can then make sure my infantry gets the best training and command. No, I'm not going to train him there. And then I'm going to build 2 extra supply units in Mikalurka and a militia unit. I'm going to connect all these together and put them in there. And now I'm going to take this army here, drop you, and you out of this army, and kick you into here, so that when these troops here are done production, they will then start training, and then I can move these out because they don't need training, because that's light infantry. They don't need training at all. They just, you know, give them a gun, basic training, and then out into the field, and may die. Sounds grim, but that's basically how warfare was fought back in that period. And no, I'm not going to take my trains with me because they will just get in the way. I'm going to set that to super aggressive to kick some serious ass, and I'm also going to send you guys over here and defend retreat posture. Oh, right. I'm going to put some units over in that small division of armies. I'm going to take Belsky, Keslev, Romanovsky, and Kazanovic. To put these 3 gentlemen over here. Oh, 4 gentlemen. Oh, no, Deacon, you do not go there. You stay there. And then I'm going to do a little something people might call a little bit cheaty and gamey. I'm going to take these 3 here and send up here to Arkelensk, because I have played this game so many times for now. I know all the events and almost everything there is going to happen during this first 2 years. I'm going to kick those over here so they can get the training they need. And okay, you we're going to connect to that one. And let's see here. This should be around now. I could press next turn. And as we see here on this map, this is the Eastern White. That is my sapling faction. They will do everything in the Eastern Theater of Russia, which is Siberia, all the way from Vladivostok in the very far east area to basically the area here around the Volga. Now the turn is getting stimulated where it makes the AI make some moves around with its armies and what resources it wants to spend. And then it simulates what moves all the different factions made in that turn simultaneously. In where they move, where they're going to. Oh, and we had a major victory at Escadoria. Ekaterunda. Fantastic, another victory, and we took it. I just need to combine the cavalry division and... Oh, I actually don't need to combine them right away because I could send a cavalry down to take Murieska. Well, the main army marches on Maikop and then Amrir. Might be a more sound strategy in this case. took a little bit of damage throughout my regiments and armies. So this turn I'm going to decree mobilization and unfortunately raising more money from my population, even though they might not be happy about it. What I have of plans when this army here and that one unlocks and the other one is finished training, I'm going to connect or use an officer from this stack, put over in to the main army where they're getting trained, take those units and then march them somewhere up north, maybe, or down south to connect up with some of those smaller divisions down here south. But at least I can wait and see what to do, because the AI responds to my moves and my activity on the same matter. So if I don't move, he doesn't move. And then you ask, why do I use a militia or voluntary unit together with him? Well, because he gets a 10% cohesion bonus by all militia or volunteer units in his army, which makes him pretty damn nice to put together with just standard infantry units, basically. Or the most... Well, basically him together with volunteer units, even just a couple of them, devastating on all fronts, basically. These volunteers can also be trained up to standard core infantry, which by themselves is pretty devastating, because if you have like 4 of these grouped together, so you have 8 regiments, that's devastating, basically. There's nothing that can stop you then, because if you have just 4 of these, is 4,000 men in just one division, and that's basically pretty tough unit then you have, especially if you get bonuses and stuff like that too. But let's see, that should be this for this turn. Hopefully we will get money and recruits in next turn, which will then make it all look so much better. send one army up to take Kamishi, and then he's going to turn back and maybe move down and take Astrakhan. Because if we can take Astrakhan, I can lock down this entire eastern and then of course get back up to Tashini. And help with the siege there. That's basically his job, is to move up and take Kashimi, go down and take Astrakhan and all the small cities on the way. So that I can have complete control of the southern front, basically. Or it makes it harder for these guys here to get reinforcement supplies or anything, basically, because they will be locked in completely, because they can't move north, because I will sit on this area and log off here, and they can't move east and then move into the eastern part of the empire, because I will have them locked off here. It won't be easy for them to cross this river if I first take control of the area, because they'll be it would be easier for them to go this way, but if I lock this down with an army and then put a garrison in, they'll have a tough time getting through. But let's... I'll send him to have a turn there too. And I think this is time to set in motion. And let's hope for the best. And yes, I may know my videos are not edited in any shape or form, but that's because I'm pretty new and editing in videos and stuff like that is not my strong side. So this is our raw footage I'm going to make. But I hope at least you will enjoy it. Got a great victory here in Tessini Lines. And I took Onega. Fantastic. Push them out of Mycop. Now he's just going to rest for the rest of the duration of this. Oh, a nice thank you gift from Stalin, basically. Because he apparently raised a force and did not protect it well enough. So that's basically a free gift from him to me. Let's see, I'm going to move that back here. And he's trying something, I don't know what it is, but I don't like it and it smells funny. Damn. A lot of these are still not done. Shit. Damn it. Let's see, I'm going to build a ton of volunteers in that area. Because volunteers in this game, especially if there are more than one unit in it, is one of the strongest regiments you can build, because they can get trained up and they can basically rip things to shreds if they want to. So they are a pretty powerful unit to play around with. especially if the character you're playing against is an idiot and does not look out for what he's doing. And I think I'll use Belsky to start dropping in the white army units that I'm going to procure from that area, but first I need to make sure I have all the recruitments done, so let's see here. No, I'm going to procure one of those and two of those. Okay, 5 units, so that would be one cavalry and two marines. Oh no, actually no. I'll delete one marine and then I would build a hmm. Standard infantry division. And then I'm just gonna build a shit ton of them basically. Oh, that's right, I'm going to build some supply units too. Let's see, 30 days, 72, 30, 60. So in a couple of turns, those units should be available. And now this guy here is going to grab up all the units he can carry and march on Lityberek. And hopefully take it. And you are going to go in there. Pick up these guys and send them up north again, because I need to start marching down here from... Well, actually, you don't have to. This guy can actually stay here and wait for a couple of turns, and this can also stay and wait. I was about to do something very stupid and very dangerous. Okay, let's see here. You have 4 units, I can give you 2 more. No problem. I want to give you some units too. And his army is now going to try and ride down and take us to Khan. But this army here is still forming up, basically that's why it's not unlocked yet. Let's see, my units in training here should be able to push him out if he tries anything. Well, this army here is relaxing and rebuilding before I will try and move up and take out the headquarters they have in Armavia. And these guys are going to move back here. And go and relax in this area and connect up with the other division that is there. At maximum, you can connect two different divisions and then have a spare officer together, and that will make it doable as a minimum. That you need 3 officers, a couple of units, maximum 16, and it should be doable to keep it somewhat together, but of course that can change depending on how it goes. Any more movements up here? No, not really. He's going down there. He's waiting here. He's going to... I'm going to press some more money, and then I'm going to ask them to gather supplies in the different regions. Oh god, I hate doing that, but I don't really have a choice. I just need to bid my time and bite the bullet. Because if I can get this down here taken, it should basically enclose them completely so they don't really get any resources down here. And I can also just start derping around the place. Oh, I'm not going to expand it because I want to save these in case I need them. It's all my money again, and I don't have any more to buy. I need to wait till I get some more then. Going to take Lushma, Malushma, so that I can connect up these two areas so it doesn't have to go from water to sea, some water and then into a city, so it's just directly connected up because then it's easier to transport supplies. That's also why I'm moving him down here to try and take this area for then move further down and take roads and railroads because that's the main reason and way you transport resources in this game. That's either by river or by railroad. Oh boy, this is going to be exciting and really scary. But wish me luck. Wish me luck. guess you're going to take that because then you can connect up the harbor to the main city. Wish me luck. If I'm hopefully that army here is going to be unlocking this turn. I can hope and I can pray. But then it's first next turn it unlocks, and then I'm kinda a little bit on the backside because I need that army up and help the Tessini as quickly as possible up and take part in Russia, central Russia, and pushing through up there. But I can only wait and see. Shit. This is what I hate about waiting. If I'm lucky and here next turn, I'll take this city, and then I should have complete control or complete lockdown on the entire southern army of the Red Army, and then I can basically just hunt them down and see how they slowly die out because they don't get supplies. And as I take cities, they will even lose more disheartening because they don't have any places they can regroup or retrain their troops from. Oh, and here we have a little bit of good can meet up with this army and then regroup into that. And let's see, at the while, French reinforcement goes into the Minsk Corps. This army here. Oh my god, I forgot to build, didn't I? Yes, I did, but I don't have any money to build this turn. This must wait. Oh, that was kind of awkward. Crap. I pushed him up, but I need to seize the city. Shit. Need later on in the campaign. I really run. Oh my god, I ran out of manpower. Damn! That was fast. I need to take this city this turn also. This is going to be a gigantic failure. Hope you can make it.
Af kloden er dækket af vand. På den blå planet kan du møde fascinerende, farlige og fjollede undervandsdyr. Og nu kan du komme helt til...
please. Don't ruin my recording too much. Thank you. I'll take a look here. You are just gonna stay there. No, you're not. You're going to retreat to Valsk. You can't do shit about that unless I actually... Alright, I'll move you up here. I can't build anything because I don't have any mana. Okay, here I go. This turn should be packed up the right way. So I just need to see if it actually works out. I hope it works out that I take this city. But we have to see. Guy's job is to take Volyanch, Statoskov, Lensky, which they already taken ready for when the Ukrainian area is opened up. Because when that front opens up, it's going to be hell. Quite literally. And a glorious victory, which means they are going to get supply this turn. And a glorious victory in the northern sector. Good. Good. does it look here? Crap, still needs to get reinforced. That's no cash. Fan-fucking-tastic. Wait. I'm not in majority control of the area. But I got the cities, so should I still be... Ugh. Hmm. What? I control the city. Check. Why can't I do anything up here then? Now let's see what we can do, before winter hits. Going to stay and resupply here. And then he's going to join up with this army. Everything should be pretty good from there. It's funny I can't... This is the capital. I control the city and I control the area. Why can't I do... Oh, I can now. Why can't I add more? Bonus. I control the city and I control the territory, right? Now, next round. Wish me luck. That was a major defeat on my side. Why? Because I use fucking conscripts. I know I'm not talking about the conscripts from Red Alert because they are fucking awesome. This is bloody guys who are barely in uniforms with homemade rifles. God damn it, that sounds so sad. Ah, kind of me want to die a little bit inside. those guys to move to Staravia Uskal, because if I can take this area, then I'm basically cutting them off for when, because then I can move up to Kursk unopposed, and plus it gives me some more production facilities, plus it gives me a straight line into eastern Ukraine, northeastern Ukraine. I don't like it when this is going to move into this section. Not at all. This is going to be one hell of an ugly. Oh, let's see him. I want to start leading infantry. And you might ask, why do I choose this guy? Well, he gets a cohesion bonus to all his units, which is pretty damn nice. So he is a perfect division commander. If they got bonuses, I would always choose them first, unless it's just a ragtag of units I'm using, then it doesn't matter really. Then it's just more about how useful they are. To fill up with manpower, basically. But there shouldn't be any more down here. What about up here? No. He's just making ready to... Uncivilized. Oh my god. Saying Russia's uncivilized. Oh. I need to stop being so much against Russia. Russia can't do anything about it. Where they are as they are. Oh, I forgot about that army. Goody. Somewhere I can use Flangel. Some more officers over. These two more. And now you probably ask, why am I not building anything down here? Well, it's because I don't really have anything I can build down here that would make any sense. Basically, it's empty area. There we go, this should be it. Wish me a little bit luck. Okay. God damn it. Oh well, this is the end of the stream then, guys. Sorry about this, but apparently an error happens in the game sometimes that makes it crash, and there's nothing I do about it.